time for Feel, Felt, Found. And if you've been studying your closing 101, you'll see it under the how much is it steps. And when the customer says they can't afford it after the last paragraph of the John Deere or the new homeowner script, it's much different than they can't afford it after you've given them a price of $34.99 or $44.99 a month. So you're going to use your Feel, Felt, Found on them to enable you to move forward in the script and build some value and allow them to understand why we can protect their home and do it affordably. So typically this is, like I said, going to happen. Check out your John Deere script right now. You should have it in your hand. Can you see this right here? That last paragraph? Usually when you say around $1 a day. So make sure you have your Feel, Felt, Found example from I can't afford it after around $1 a day. You should have that in your hand. Your John Deere script as well. I'll play the closer and I'll play the custom. Said, Michael, the system and installation are at no charge. There's normally an activation fee of $199, but because you're through this special promotion, that's been waived. And as you probably know, the only investment you'll make is for the monitoring. That comes out to around $1 a day. I can't afford it. Michael, I understand how you feel. Most of our happiest customers felt the same way. And what they found is that after we custom designed their system to their home and got the monitoring rate to an exact penny, they realized it was a little bit more affordable than what they had originally thought. Now what I'm going to do for you is go over how we custom design the system to your home, the different monitoring options you have. This way we can get the monitoring rate to an exact penny. Is that fair enough? Have you ever used or had a system in the past? And if they interrupt you in Feel, Felt, Found, or they say, let me stop you right there, let them stop you and then continue. Go back to Feel, Felt, Found. That's your Feel, Felt, Found after they say I can't afford it at around $1 a day. The next example of Feel, Felt, Found is going to be after you've given them the price. Maybe they say, I've got a gun. I have a gun. And a customer could tell you this at any time, primarily right when you're in the equipment, maybe at the end of the equipment on your third paragraph after you've told them the price, they could pull out this gun on you. I mean, not literally. I mean, you're on the phone. But if they tell you they've got a gun, here's how you're going to use Feel, Felt, Found. I'll play the closer and I'll play the customer with the gun. I got a gun. I understand how you feel. Most of our happiest customers have guns as well. And after I went over the system and how it works and will protect you and your family, they found it's best to both have a gun and a security system. And here's why. Number one, the burglar has the advantage. He knows when he's breaking in, and unfortunately, you don't. So the first thing our system is going to do is alert you so you can get to the gun. Number two, if you're not home, the gun doesn't do any good. Guns are actually in the top 4 things that are taken during a burglary, and you don't want your guns taken. Number 3, God forbid something happens to you or yourself when the person comes in. The FBI says that most gun owners have the gun turned on themselves by the burglar. And number 4, guns don't help in case of a fire, and I'm sure it takes lots of bullets to put out a fire, doesn't it? Now, let's go ahead and get your home protected. Or if you ever had a system or used one in the past, get right back to the script. There's a couple good examples of Feel, Felt, Found. If you have any questions, you can always ask your manager. This is Security Force Training.